Hello, dear time travelers. How are you? Welcome to this episode. It was meant to be. I sat down to channel a podcast episode for my Patreons about the solstice, and this is what came out. So we have an extra bonus episode about the Sagittarius super full moon that's coming on the 14th of June 2022. I had to think then. Dates and calendars and things and time don't really resonate with me right now. But that's when this next full moon is coming in. So this is interesting because it just went off on a different course completely. So as always, please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you like it and it's useful, please let me know. Please share it. It really helps. And if you want to work with me at all, there's loads of ways to do that. Just check out the links in the bios and all of that stuff. Thank you so much for your time and sharing your space with me. And I hope you enjoy this episode and get a lot out of it. See you soon. Okay, so just take a few deep breaths with me. It's always good to breathe in for 5 and out for 7. Just relaxing everything, no matter what you're doing, where you are, across space and time. Okay, so I'm getting an image of the throat chakra. Okay, so there's energy behind us coming through for communicating what's in our thoughts, maybe what's been in our thoughts for a while, what you want to say and how you want to say those things. So maybe some stuff has been bubbling away under the surface for a while. The eclipse season brought up so much stuff to work through. So moving ahead, some things should be getting clearer now. Strong energy. It's quite a serious energy, but yeah, things should be getting clearer. Structures and ideologies. Okay, so maybe some changes to structures and ideologies. All right, so this is connected in with the full moon ahead of the solstice. Okay. Hold on a moment. Yeah, so the eclipse season was a really hard time for many people. Yes, including me. So things should be getting much clearer now. Maybe there were some things that you didn't quite understand until we get to this moon. Yes, until we get to this moon. Okay, so a huge process of reprogramming, very strong image coming through of it looks like an operation, but somewhere on someone in out in the cosmos. So a process of reprogramming now on something big coming through and coming true for you. Something that really means a lot to you could possibly be yours, tangible in the 3D, yes? So with this programming, seeing new things, okay, lots of light in the brain area, new parts of the brain lighting up, sending out EMFs, connecting. Okay. All right, so trusting your intuition. Yeah, there's bigger perspectives to connect with. higher powers to connect with, but the higher power is not really a higher power, it's you. It was you all along. Okay, so there's energy supporting for beginning something new, but what you believe in really wholeheartedly, what is really true for you. This is about trusting yourself. I'm laughing because I'm thinking this is supposed to be for solstice, but that's clearly not the information that's coming through. So the human part of me is saying, shall I stop? Or I think I have to just, as usual, just go with the flow, trust these things. Yeah, so this is about trusting yourself. We all need to trust ourselves. Oh, we are multi-dimensional. Well, more than multi. Yeah, we are in everything. But don't rush anything. Don't just jump in. Be mindful. Pay attention to your life. Pay attention to what's happening in your body. For example, if an illness comes about, whereabouts is that coming up in your body? What is the message in that? If you're dreaming, try to take note of what you're dreaming. If you're seeing animals, if you're seeing synchronicities, what are these messages trying to tell you? And if you're walking around with an intention trying to solve a problem, let your life help you solve that problem. Don't just go to the brain. There's a huge sickness of people being stuck in the mind. And the mind is very useful, but it doesn't always know. Okay, so now my human brain is coming in here. Take stock of your life and who you are now. I guess because we're coming up to a halfway point, right? So take stock of your life and who you are now, not who you were. So they're saying don't be tricked into falling into old patterns. So what that suggests to me is that potentially things could come up where you might want to react in an old way, but you're different now. You've expanded, you've reprogrammed. Maybe some things came up in the eclipse season so that you could let them go. So very deep release, very deep cleansing, and potentially bringing up some deep fears now, but you're okay. You're held, you are safe. We've really been living in a state of just free fall for a while now. And they know that that's hard for the human. We've just had to trust, but clarity and insight are coming if it hasn't already. If there's something you've been mulling over, might be ready to make moves on. Perhaps it's going to be easier to make decisions if you haven't been able to make decisions. Saying something that's important. That throat chakra is really shining for me. I can see it very clearly, bright blue, clearing things out of your system by saying them. Writing them down is not enough now. So perhaps you're getting ready to share something deep from your soul that's just been growing inside you, and in doing that, they're showing me a really beautiful plant growing, and beautiful things will manifest from that. Okay, but so last few fears, questions, like the dregs of the barrel, the very bottom of the roots of the lotus is in all the murky water, and some things may come to the surface, that devil's advocate voice in your mind, and that's good. It's about learning to trust yourself, but not rush or be impulsive. So it's sustaining that trust in yourself is the point. So you might feel like, yes, this feels like the right thing to do, book the thing, make the phone call or whatever, but sit with it, because it's easy to then make the move straight away. But if you need to sit in it, be like, is this definitely the right thing? Is this for my highest good? Okay. It's very interesting. Okay, so You may feel still a little bit rocky, a little bit confused, but he's showing me steps made out of stone. Follow a path, follow a process that only you know what is the right process for you. Only you will know what is right for you. As new information and new insight comes in, so it's likely you're going to have some, or perhaps you're going to have self-doubt. How is this going to work? I don't see how this is going to, work. But get out of your head. Get out. Get out of your head. Okay, so a lot of people are still learning to trust what's beyond the 3D. You've got to trust what's beyond the 3D to bring it into the 3D. It's a beautiful paradox. Okay, so maybe you did feel stuck for a while in something. There were retrogrades, there were eclipses, there was a lot of disruption. So maybe you felt stuck, but it's a good time to just have that reminder that there is no stuck. Everything happens in its right time. And that could have felt, in the collective there was a real intensity, but that will start to move mid-June. You maybe had this feeling, why is this happening? Why is all this energy in this area? I don't want this. I don't want to think about this, even if you secretly do. But you've been saying to yourself, there's no way this is going to work. I can't make this thing happen. So you try to push it away. So maybe feeling at odds with your intuition and your earthly self. But it's okay. You're okay. No need to give up on what is in your heart, because you're not just here. You are a time-space traveler, baby. And you're taking this energy with you into July, into August and beyond. So flow with that energy. Don't fight yourself anymore. It's likely that you'll begin to understand now why certain things didn't happen before, or in a way that you wanted or expected, or nothing was moving, but it should start to kind of make some sense for you now. Something is moving. There's a bit of a softness, a calmness, a little refuge moment coming. So you can ask yourself now, around this full moon, what is true for you? What is true for you? As destiny unfolds and karmic cleaning and resolutions take place, connect and own it, even if it feels just beyond the realms of possibility. If it's right, it's right. And often, one of my ways of knowing that something is right is that when I find the answer inside, in that silent space inside, there's no other noise, there's no what ifs, there's no questions, there's no whatever. It just, that's the thing, and it's just something in a what feels like an empty space. And, okay. Very often it's not the easiest thing to have to make moves on then, but that's it. They're saying if it's right, it's right, and only you know if it's right. Okay. All right. Support in endings, and endings lead to new beginnings. I think we said that last time. Seems really important to hammer that home now. Endings and new beginnings. So maybe, like with ending certain things, putting up new boundaries, There's a new sense of freedom in some of the decisions that you have support in taking if you choose to. If you want that upgrade, it's yours for the taking. Literally showing me getting a new phone with an upgrade. That's quite funny. Okay. So yeah, it's not always easy, but we can trust the intangible too, like qualification certificates, like money in the bank, all those things. That can be quite difficult. I know the human doesn't like that, the ego doesn't like that very much, but you can train yourself to just be okay with that, and that's how you can just take one step at a time, and the ground always appears beneath you. Having said that, showing me a leap of faith. Okay, so what would you choose if you knew you couldn't fail? What would you choose if you knew that it couldn't fail? Whatever it was, it seemed completely beyond the realms of possibility, manifestation, or whatever. What would you do or be, create? What would you do if that mind wasn't telling you blah, blah, blah? So we're going to be seeing more of this going ahead. Just keep trusting your intuition. That is always what blah blah blah. lots of sounds in my mouth. That is what is going to bring the ideas to life. Okay, so very good news, new stuff coming through, opening up, limiting beliefs, limiting thought patterns. People, they are on the way out if they haven't gone already. Maybe some things happened so that those things could leave your life, and maybe you need to grieve that for a moment, but then see the blessing in it when the time feels right for you. Okay, so again, harking back to the old Scorpio eclipse, it was just too much. But now you're ready to step into that wisdom, literally showing me wearing the cloak of that wisdom. Nice. And feel those higher vibes. Yeah. You know what's not working, and you know what is working. You know. Okay, this is nice. This is positive. So things are going to feel lighter. Maybe a period of intensity first. Maybe feeling a bit down or whatever. Not for everybody. Fine. But just, maybe you'll be feeling a little bit of that. But then things will start to lighten up a bit after this moon. You're ready. Things are moving forward. You can trust it. You can trust any uplifting, inspiring, adventurous, fun energy that wants to come in. Yeah. Okay. They're giving me some questions. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so some things you can ask yourself. Are there any fears coming up for you? Okay, so these are some things that you can use to journal if you want to, some journaling points, or just think about or whatever over this moon cycle, or for as long as you need to, really. So, are there any fears coming up for you? Once you've identified those, obviously you can do some work around them, work and rituals. Be honest with yourself. How far have you come? This is really important. This is really important, actually. Okay. Does it feel comfortable to hear these words? You can let the so-called healed parts of yourself lead now. You can let the healed parts of yourself lead now. Does that feel comfortable? Okay. Wherever felt stuck, what new information has come in? What am I ready to trust? And what is the very best thing I can do for me now? I'm going ahead. Wow. Well, that seems like a very clear, fully formed message that they wanted to put out through me. So I hope that you found it useful. Yeah, I'm going to have to go away and process what just happened. Anyway, I hope that you found this useful. And yeah, if you like it, please share. Please make sure you follow. Contact me if you want to. If you want to work with me, there's loads of ways to do it. I'm back in the Amazon now. If you want to come out and work here, plant dietas, one-to-ones online, therapy, lots of things we can do to help you in any way at any level that you want. So yeah, really lovely to have this time with you. Thank you so much, and I look forward to connecting with you for the next podcast, which may well be about the solstice, or maybe not. So just take good care of yourself. Muchos besos.